It's Zena, your best friend who loves horror, just hanging in the horror library, ready to talk horror with you. Today I was just thinking how much I love horror movies that have hot titles. So I thought it would be really cool if I shared with you guys my list of the top horror movies with the hottest titles. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 4. First movie, There's a Secret in My Soup from 2001. This Hong Kong horror is based on the Hello Kitty murder. 3 triad gangsters kidnap and brutally torture a woman for 1 month until she died. Then they dismember her, cook the body, and hide the skull inside the head of a giant-sized Hello Kitty doll. So I know that the title sounds like it's very playful, but this movie is not playful at all. It is very low budget. It may have a little bit of cheese in some kind of way. Clearly, this movie is pretty brutal, and it's the type of movie that I do not recommend to people. Even if you're someone who enjoys exploitation type of horror movies, you feel like you've seen it all, it's just a movie that I don't personally recommend. But the title slaps, so that's why it's on the list. To the second movie, we're going to be talking about from 1973. A college student becomes a lab assistant to a scientist who's working on a serum that can transform humans into snakes. So yes, the title is, and that's 7 S's. I'm really bummed that I wasn't alive in the 70s, because not only would I've been like a foxy lady, but I also would have been able to check out this movie in the 70s. The 70s just seemed like it was just such a wild time with great movies, great fashion, great hairdo. Everybody was just like living it up and partying, wearing disco pants and stuff. Oh my God. I bet it rocked being able to watch this movie back in the 70s. This movie is very silly, but I will keep it simple and say that it's simply sensational. You like how I'm using the S's? Like, look at me! Sorry, let me stop. Number 3, I want to talk about the slasher It's My Party and I'll Die If I Want To from 2007. About 70 years after Jacob Burkett snapped and killed his entire family, teens crashed the allegedly haunted Burkett Manor to give their friend Sarah a spooky Halloween surprise party for her 18th birthday. But soon, the friends start dying off one by one, and by the time Sarah realizes it, the unspeakable evil took over her entire party. So some might say that this is a knockoff from Night of the Demons from 1988. I won't say that because I'm a bit biased when it comes to Night of the Demons. However, I will say that the storyline is similar. There are demons that do crash a party, just like Night of the Demons, which is very rude. They need to stop crashing people's parties. And the final title I want to talk about, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things from 1972. 6 friends and a theatrical troupe dig up a corpse on an abandoned island to use in a mock satanic rite. It backfires with deadly consequences. So this was one of my first Bob Clark movies. I wasn't too sure at the time who Bob Clark was. I was a kid, maybe like 9 or 10 years old, and my mom and I, we were in Best Buy, and I begged her to buy the DVD for me. I knew nothing about this movie. I didn't know who Bob Clark was at all. However, I really just liked the title, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I was a kid, so I wanted to see it. What is it about? It looked like there was maybe zombies. It was kind of like a cartoon type of thing. I wanted to see it and I wanted to own it. When it comes to the characters in this movie, they may annoy you, I'm not gonna lie. Especially for me, there was this character named Alan where it's like I just wanted to strangle him. Him and his face just got on my nerves. Just so sick of you, Alan. But yeah, I blame him for everything. But besides from that, you know, if you're someone who really does like zombie movies and you don't mind, you know, some cliches that you've seen before, I think that you'll enjoy this movie. Plus, it's a Bob Clark movie. It's different from Porky's, and it's different from Christmas Story, you know, even different from Death Dream. So it's just really just cool just to see, you know. So I still enjoy it to this day. It's this movie with a very modest budget. Plus, there's a zombie island. Isn't that cool? That's very cool. I've always wanted to go to a zombie island. I don't think I would survive, but it's not about surviving. It's about the experience. So I wanted people to experience that and just say, I've gone to a zombie island when I'm dead and I'm in heaven. So at least I could say that. So there you go. that's it, guys. That's my list of the horror movies with the hottest titles. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I really want to know what would be on your list. Let me know some of your favorite horror movie titles. Feel free to comment below. I can't tell you what to do if you don't want to comment, but if you do want to comment, that would be really awesome. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. But the title slaps, so that's why it's on the list.